All right, well, it's already recording, so shit. Well, today I wanted to make a reaction video on some red pill content. Um, Not too many 18-year-olds are doing this, so I thought I'd give my opinion on how I feel about this and everything, because it's all adult talk and everything. I feel like there's not too many young minds really watching this kind of content and consuming it. And I've been consuming this red pill content for quite a while, so I know kind of what it does to the young mind and how a young mind will just eat up all this content and spit it out to every person they see. So I kind of wanted to make a reaction video to this and show you guys what I think at the end of all of this. Let's get into it.
What's more important, being successful or having a family?
Having a family.
What do you guys think? It seems like the red pill ideology is that being successful is more important. It's not about attracting a woman. Like, what's more important for a man? What should a man's priority be? Having a family or being successful?
Being successful first every single time, because then you have the ability to choose. But
not anymore. Not if you get the vasectomy, then you can't have the family.
Dude, you can undo a vasectomy. Like, I don't know why you keep saying, like, you can undo a vasectomy.
It's that one point.
It's that one point that has you tripped out. Remember, dude,
but it says avoid family creation. Like, we
at the beginning stages, bro. Dude, that's not a long-term. That's a short-term.
He said quickest way, which means short-term strategy to building your value up as quickly as possible. That's retard proof. That's not going to get you.
Look, I'm not saying that you should have a kid when you're extremely young. But I am saying that we should be focused on becoming good fathers too. Just like we make fun of girls for prioritizing their careers and wanting to be girl bosses and wanting to build an empire, they're not prioritizing motherhood immediately. And then we're saying, men, ignore family creation, get a vasectomy so you can focus on getting rich, and then you'll be 40, you'll have all these hoes and girls, and then start a family. Like, how are we building men to become good fathers if they've been only prioritizing success, if they have a dick surgery? How do they have the character that's going to lead a proper family?
So you're saying
because they've dealt with a bunch of hoes first, so they know what a good woman is.
So you're saying us as men, when we're young, should have kids early, right?
No,
that's not what he said. Say that.
For sure, I feel like a lot of kids, not a lot of kids, a lot of red pill YouTubers really like to force or like kind of tell you that you shouldn't be having or shouldn't be starting a family. Like, the whole end goal of the red pill YouTubers is for you to become a high value man, but for women. You understand what I'm saying? So like, if they teach you, oh yeah, go to the gym so you can get strong, so that you can fuck a lot of women at the end of the day. They'll tell you, start your own business so you can get rich, so that you can fuck a lot of women at the end of the day. You know, it's all for women. It's never just for you. It's always so that you can get a lot of women. And I never really understood that. I always felt that was kind of wrong in my gut. Like, I never should be doing all of this for women. You know, Sneeko definitely has a point. I'm glad Sneeko said this, because a lot of people need to hear that the main goal of a man should be to start a family. You know, he should want to have a family, not be a fucking playboy, you know?
But what's the priority then? Family or success?
It doesn't mean that you need to have kids young, but it shouldn't be avoid family creation in your head. That's an important thing to think about when you're young too. How am I going to have the character? How am I going to have the maturity, the responsibility to become a good father when I am ready to do it?
So what age should men have kids then?
I would say early 30s is probably ideal.
30s?
Yeah, I would say like early 30s, mid 30s.
See, you just proved that point. That list is for people in their 20s. Not their 30s.
Well, there you go. You have a vasectomy, you can't have kids in your early 30s. That's the point of the surgery.
No,
you can maybe reverse it, but you can't have, like, that's what that surgery does permanent.
So all in my 20s, what should I be doing?
What?
You should be working on your character. You should be working on your maturity. You should be getting closer to God. A lot of the things that we're praising the women for to become a good mother, that's important things for men
So be
to focus
broke.
on too.
I work on characters.
I didn't say be broke. It's equally important to work on your finances. Women aren't going to say that, of course. I'm telling guys, you should get rich as possible too. But you should also be working on like building your character and looking at how I'm going to raise my kids and how I'm going to be a good father. If you're 40 and you have all these hoes and you have experience with hoes, is that going to make you a better father? Probably not. You'll just know how to avoid a bad woman. But it's not that you don't need to fuck 100 women to realize what a hoe is. A hoe is a girl. You look at her Instagram, you know she's a hoe or not. You don't need to get all these women in order to understand that.
No, you don't.
Can I
Once again,
interject?
you need to be able to decipher from experience who's a hoe and who's not. We're just saying, look,
Do you think it's that hard to see who a hoe is?
bro.
Fresh in mind, I'm crazy.
I feel overall men should have a self-control when they're in their early 20s. Yes, but
I'm 18 years old, and I feel like I can differentiate, tell the difference between a hoe and not a hoe. It's like he said, it's not that fucking hard. If you look at their Instagram and you see them fucking posting parties, them at the club, them doing a bunch of shit that you wouldn't want your girlfriend to be doing, then they're probably a fucking hoe. If they portray themselves to be a hoe, they're probably a hoe. Like, if you're young, like me, I think one of the best ways to tell if your girl or the girl you like is a hoe or not is to look at their Instagram and their family situation. If you ask her to hang out and she has the strict parents, the parents that are like, oh no, you're gonna go out with the boy. I need to meet his parents. I need to meet him. I want you home by 6. She's probably not a hoe because she has a family that instilled values in her that she's not gonna go sleep around with a bunch of men because she couldn't even if she wanted to. So then she's gonna grow up to be a mom and have the same values for her daughter. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a strong household to basically keep everything together. You know, what they're saying is crazy to me. It's wild.
by nature, like, you're gonna go be promiscuous and all of this, but you also can have if you're working to get closer to God, you will create a self-control within yourself to not be sexually like promiscuous and just having sex with everyone and get someone pregnant.
And
You could use a condom too.
can I say
For
too?
sure,
I
just
think
use a
what
fucking
Sneako's
condom.
also
Why do you
trying
have to
to
get a second
explain
one?
is that when you have a culture that bashes Western women about how we're focusing on the wrong things when we're young, but then you praise men for perpetuating that culture, I think what Sneeko is trying to say is we need to teach men to have similar values to where we can come to the same page so that we don't damage each other and hurt each other in our 20s, and then you're 40, you're a 40-year-old man and you have a bunch of young bimbos around you and you don't know how to have a relationship with somebody who's quality.
Okay.
I mean, what's the funny part? I'm
that
curious.
sounds great. I'm laughing because because the thing is that feminism is here and it's not going anywhere. You just heard all these girls' answers.
What is
That was
feminism?
quite literally
Girl
what
boss
indoctrinated you
queen,
to give
yeah.
the answers you just gave a second ago.
Can you
Feminism,
explain it?
feminism,
Building an empire.
yeah, like all of you guys gave very masculine answers when we asked you. We asked you, first it was, do you want to be a mom? Then we asked you, what are you working on right now to be a mom in the future? All of you gave masculine answers to be able to provide, work on your education, whatever, which is cool. But what I'm saying is that all of you guys are young and your answers show the indoctrination that feminism is here and it's not going anywhere. It's even seeping into women from foreign countries. So, Sneeko, I get what you're saying, bro.
So is it better advice?
Here, let me just finish real quick. In an ideal world, I wish it was 1950. I wish we could go back to guys getting married at 21, 22, having a wife that is great and everything else like that, the tradcon life. But those days are gone, bro.
Right.
Like if guys sit here and say, I really want to be a dad, and they don't have sexual experience, they're setting themselves up for failure. You can see all these tradcon relationships going down the
I can vouch for this and say this is the exact opposite. I have a friend who had a dad who was very into red pill content, who was a playboy basically since he was born till he had a wife. By the way, when he finally found his wife, this wife was a perfect woman, beautiful woman, traditional mom, took care of my friend, was perfect lady. But since he was a playboy and fucked a bunch of women, he couldn't keep his fucking dick in his pants. Cheated on the wife, knocked up some other fucking bitch, I don't know who, and ruin the family. This is a perfect example of why you should not become a playboy. Learn some fucking dick discipline. Every time you should date someone, date with the intention of marriage. If you know you're not gonna marry the person, don't even start. Don't even sleep with the person. It's just not. It's not gonna work out. This with exactly what they're saying is false. I've seen it with my own eyes crumble, ruin families. They're saying feminism ruin families, which it does. So does this. The red pill is the opposite of feminism. So they both have the same end goal. They both fuck up families. So pick your poison, you know?
Tubes. And I get it. Like, it sucks. It's fucked up. But at the end of the day, men are the ones that risk everything when they become a father, when they get married, etc. Women are incentivized to leave the guy. So we're operating in 2023 standards, not 1950 standards.
Women risk their bodies to give birth to kids. How can you say they don't risk anything?
Bro, seriously?
Yeah.
And our
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Okay.
Go ahead.
Who has to bring more to the table to get a relationship? The man or the woman?
The woman.
Really?
The man.
Thank you.
man.
Someone's operating
The man.
logistically.
I mean, at first,
Logically.
yeah, the man has to, most of the times court the women, but at the end of the day, like,
Well, no. What does he have to even be able to court the woman?
I mean, whatever she thinks is attractive to her, whether physical or, mentally.
Okay, let me answer it for you because you don't want to be blunt about it. Women look for certain things: height, income, strength, competence, confidence, ambition, all these things that take time to acquire. When a man gets with a woman, he's effectively 9 out of 10 times better than her in most regards. That's the truth. Women don't date down, they date up.
And you
So-
answer this so confidently because you yourself are a woman?
I know exactly what women want because men, unlike women, have to know what women want to get them, but women don't have to know what men want to get them.
Yeah, and you date those guys, so
Like the reality is, men have to approach women, correct?
Majority of the times, but I think
hold
with
on.
these
Men
new
have to ask
times,
women on
I don't
dates,
know.
correct?
Majority of the times.
Men have to initiate conversation.
Majority.
Men have to plan a date.
Majority.
So effectively, they have to understand women to get sex, correct?
Correct.
Women are on the receiving end, which means they're the ones being courted, correct?
In the beginning stages, correct.
Yes. So in other words, the guy has to bring a lot to the table to even get a chance to be able to court the girl, correct?
At the beginning stages, correct.
Okay. So the point I'm trying to make is that men must bring way more to the table to even get the attention of a woman. So therefore, when they get in the relationship with the girl, they're bringing more resources and bringing more to the table than women do in general. Men don't ask much for women, but women ask a lot from men. So,
Yeah, I
Excuse
think
me?
that's really. I
Excuse
think
me?
that's based
Yeah.
on your
How?
relationship.
I think that men ask for a lot more than they think they ask for. But when it comes to resources, yes, you guys do come with a lot and you guys do bring a lot and provide for us. But I think when it comes to mental, spiritual, and things like that, we provide a lot for men.
It's not tangible though.
Yes, it's not tangible, but when you work on your spiritual, your mental, it elevates everything in your life. Because if you look at people who are making money, where is their mind space at?
They don't pay the bills.
Yeah.
Listen,
Money pays the
I
bills.
want to know
That's what I'm
Speaker's
saying.
opinion on this.
what you're bringing to the table is nice, it's great, but ultimately for the family to actually survive, you gotta pay the bills.
I look at Sneeko's face and he looks so like he does not give a fuck about what they're saying. Like they totally went off topic of what he was trying to discuss. But I want to know his topic on this because I feel like he's starting to have a more open mind. So he might not be a bad person to get advice from anymore. I feel like before he was also really wild with this content.
Bills.
If
And
you
I think
look at
money-
empires, who is the woman on side of the man?
nobody knows.
nobody knows.
Pretty much.
But she's there.
The kings are known. Those
But
wives are-
she's there.
Don't
yeah,
worry.
but in the background,
Don't
we're
worry.
saying ultimately for a family to work, money is going to be important.
Money is extremely important, but the part that I disagree with you, Myron,
There
is
you
that
go.
I understand. We agree that feminism has completely ruined most women in the West.
Yeah.
But the advice from the space is instead of navigating that, instead of trying to find a good woman, get a vasectomy and then sleep with all of them and then understand their nature. Why not just understand that a lot of these women are unwifeable and then navigate around that instead and just not spend your time and invest your energy into women that you don't even respect or like in the first place?
Yes,
even if
for
you
real.
find a traditionally conservative woman,
They literally want you to go sleep around with a bunch of whack ass women, a bunch of women that you would never marry for what? you're learning how to avoid a woman that you're never gonna marry. I mean, you only need to know how to avoid that kind of woman once. You don't need to sleep with that same woman 50 fucking times. What the fuck is Myron trying to teach here? Like, it's
that will sit there and be a good wife or
She'll
whatever.
crowd you.
Huh?
She'll Steven crowd
She
you.
can still crowd you because the thing is, people. This is what I want guys to understand. Even if your girl loves you, whatever, and you guys have a relationship, everything else like that, the upside of her leaving you is so high, like she gets so much benefit that a lot of the time women aren't going to sit there and deal with it. The duty, they're like, fuck that. I can get half his money, get the kid, get child support, live this same lifestyle, and go date someone else that's going to make
I'm
me
not
happy.
even advocating towards marriage. I'm advocating towards family creation. Well, I think it's worthwhile to get married within the church or within the mosque, and then avoid that whole legal battle. Don't give away half your money. Get married
then
within
we can
religion.
have a conversation.
That's my point. I never said that other thing. You think I'm going the TradCon route? It's over. Like Steven Crowder's wife proved that that's going to happen. They were married when they were virgins. They were the only people, and then she still said, "You're emotionally abusing me." Garbage. That video was edited. She stole it. Women are incentivized to do it. Hikimi, she brought that up on the couch. It's not a good idea. But if you get married within,
dude, Sneeko is spitting straight facts right now. He's spitting straight facts. I don't see why you shouldn't be listening to him right now. He's the most logical person I've heard so far in the red pill space. He's one of the biggest, I guess you could say, used to be red pill YouTubers, because what he's saying right now, it does not sound like he took no red pill. But for sure, what he is saying is for sure going to lead us back where I feel like America needs to go to, back to family creation, back to having strong family households. I mean, I really wish that we had more people like him pushing this kind of content. For me to find YouTubers and people like him talking about this kind of stuff, pushing family creation and pushing basically non-ho activity, I have to go out and search for those people. Those people are all hidden. Like they don't get pushed by the algorithm. It's not good. We need to push these fools up or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but these people are good YouTubers. Or the people who are pushing good content, I guess. Sneeko, this is the first time I hear him talk about this kind of stuff, so I like it.
a religion, and then you could
But
give her.
there's still some states that will look at that as a marriage of the state, dude.
And child support.
We
as
had a
well.
whole podcast with lawyers on that.
There's no escape, bro. Child support. And then, dude, once again, those things you mentioned before, if
Yeah.
you're Twitter too long in the same household, that's your wife.
Okay, so
yeah.
don't even do it. Just give her the ceremony. Most of these women, they just want to put on a dress and they want to feel pretty. They want to take pictures.
They want
the whole
If you're actually high value, yeah, they'll do the ceremony. It doesn't mean you need to get like legally married. If you can get around that,
papers, bro.
they don't want the
Bro.
papers. They don't give a fuck about the papers. They just want the pictures in the wedding dress.
For guy, get the ideals that you want.
How many times
I think,
has Myron been
I think
married?
100% it should be that
Know
way,
this.
but it's not, bro. It's not.
Yeah.
I know it's not, but there's better.
This is another thing. They make it seem like every Western woman is gonna wanna fucking take it legally. Like they make it seem like every woman wants to screw you over. Why is that? I have no idea. Not every girl is like this. Please, please don't take what they say to heart. It's not all true. It's not.
Better ways. My point is, there's better ways to navigate it than getting a surgery that prevents you from having children. That's just not good advice. If you like, yeah, that's the.
And then too, with the whole vasectomy thing, I think playback they said, well, what are the chances of you what are like what are the success in the reversal rate of a vasectomy? And it's like a 99% successful rate if you do it, or if you do it between like the first year, or you like reverse it within the first year. But I think after 5 years, your chances drop like 50% for you to even, for your sperm to even work. So I mean, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, why would they even be giving you that kind of advice? They should just be teaching you dick discipline, teaching you not to basically to fight the demons of wanting to go out and fuck a bunch of women. Like, you're fucking read the Bible. I don't know. Get close to God. Do something. Don't get a vasectomy.
Extremely black pill. That's not going to create a good future society.
Right.
But
We saw Rolo said something.
for sure, I mean, this video, I wanted to make this video because I feel like back then, a couple years ago, I would watch a lot of this red pill content and kind of like take it to heart. What Myron and Fresh were saying, I'd be like, oh yeah, what they're saying is right, blah, 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 blah. My fault. My fault as I'm like, where was that? As I'm like, a year or two ago, I was watching a lot of this red pill content, and it was really like making me feel like I was consuming bad stuff because they were telling me that I had to go and better myself for women, you know? Eventually I got a girlfriend, and I still felt like what I was learning from them was putting me in the wrong. I felt like I was doing wrong by being loyal to my girlfriend. But in reality, I'm right. I mean, I should be dating with the intention of marriage. You know what I'm saying? And as so should everybody. So please, I mean, I don't know, do your own research, watch your own videos, but I want to make more videos, a couple more reaction videos talking about this kind of stuff because I feel like it's important. There's not that many 18-year-olds or any young YouTubers talking about this kind of stuff, so I thought I'd share my opinion. But other than that, peace.